Today in our 2018 Nissan Armada, we're going to be doing a test fit on the Yakima RidgeBack 2-bike hanging style rack. Part number is Y02457. Now with the bike installed, let's take a closer look and show off some of the features. Starting from the outside and working our way in, we do have these two bottle openers on the ends of these arms that Yakima likes to put on a lot of their products. The cradles are stationary, however up on the padding we're going to have this rubber TPE padding. So these little notches that pop up are going to act like shock absorbers for the bike frame while it's installed. Our bike has 3 different points where it's secured. We have 2 zip strips on the top of our bike frame, and then on this vertical tube right here we have a zip strip securing it into the anti-rattle cradle. What that does is that prevents it from swaying too much while you're traveling down the road. It's going to help prevent the bike from making contact with the vehicle or with another bike that could be installed. Now let's go ahead and remove the bike. We'll start up top on these zip strips. I would like to point out on these zip strips, if you look at the inside of it, it does have this nice rubber padding right here. It's pretty soft. It's going to help protect the frame of your bike from any type of scratches or abrasions. And we've got the anti-rattle cradle, and then we can just remove the bike. When you're done, you do want to make sure you replace your zip strips so that you don't lose them, because it can always be a pain to have to buy more of these. Now I'm going to provide you guys with a few measurements. First, from the bumper of our Armada to the outermost point of our bike rack, we've added on about 26.5 inches to the back of our vehicle. For ground clearance, we got about 19.5 inches right there for ground clearance. And then from the closest point to the bumper is about 6 inches. So plenty of space where it's not going to make contact. And that ground clearance is pretty big enough to where any bumps or curbs we might hit is not going to drag on the ground. We can fold these arms down to conserve some space that we've added on to the back of our vehicle. I'm going to pull up on this gray handle and the arms just go down until you hear that audible latch. Now again, from the bumper to the outermost part is about 12.5 inches. So we did cut down on that space. You want to keep that in mind for any close quarter situations you might have, such as parking or even storage. We can tilt this away from our vehicle to get access to our trunk. When it comes to this black lever right here and pull down on it, and then we can tilt the bike rack away, like so. And now it's very easy to go ahead and access our trunk. Once it opens up all the way, you see that you have plenty of space right here to get whatever you might need, and you'll be good to go. It's important to note that you don't want to use this feature while you have a bike installed. It could damage the bike rack. To tilt it up, we're just going to push until you hear that audible latch. Now if we come down here and see how our bike rack is attached to our hitch, right now we have a 2-inch receiver tube on our Armada. The anti-rattle system has this safety pin right here. And then with this knob, you just have to turn it until it's all the way turned. And that's going to activate the anti-rattle system. That's going to take away the shake and play from our bike rack while we're traveling. If you have an 1.25 receiver on another vehicle in your household, you can take off the sleeve that's inside the shank, that's inside the tube, and that's going to convert the shank from a 2-inch receiver adapter to a 1.25 shank. You can lock your anti-rattle system so no one can remove the bike rack unless they have that key. Now that we've gone over some of those features, let's show you guys how this performed on our test course fully loaded.
Here it is on our test course. We'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Next, we're at the alternating speed bumps, which we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. And finally, we have the full speed bumps, where we'll see the up and down action, which is just like driving out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.